Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for August the 3rd through to the 9th, 2015. Can't believe we're in August already. My goodness. My name is Telly, and welcome to Tarot with Telly. And, thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day, truly. Thank you. Now, let's get right to you. We start with the Queen of Swords as your first card. So there's focus, drive, there's energy. There's a vitality about you. There's a planned action going forward. Okay, now I always think of her as kind of the mother who would protect her children to no end. That she is willing to use that sword if she has to. She's going to use her courage. She's going to use her love. She's going to use every tool in her toolbox. And so look at your children, the word children, as your dreams, your hopes, your desires, where you want to go forward in your path. And I think if you've really been thinking it through, and I think you have been for the most part, most of you have been thinking about how you're going to go forward, how you are going to create more in your life, whether it's more love or more security, more finances, better job, getting more out of your current job, getting a job, starting a business, stature in the community. Whatever it is, though, I think you have this energy about you this week, this drive, this vitality, and I don't think anybody can stand in your way even if they wanted to. And so if they are, I almost pity them, because it's your way or the highway this week. I really feel that, okay? And it may take your courage, most definitely. I see that red flower and the white flower and the angel sitting next to you there, okay? Which tells me that, if you are doing it out of a love of your heart, that courage is going to come to you, that the angels will be sitting next to you supporting you, that new beginnings can happen and will happen in your life. Now, it is balanced out with the Eight of Pentacles underneath. So I would have to say that you are really looking more so in finances than anything else. I mean, it could be love. Could be love. But I would think it's more finances here this week for you, or the job that you do, what you bring to the table, what defines you as a unique person going forward. Now, in this picture, you're kind of looking at the work that you've done, and you're admiring it, yes, but you are also looking at ways of improving, of expanding, of making it better. Okay, so one, I would have to say don't be too hard on yourself, because we have this energy here, okay, where you might really self-analyze your every move and what you're capable of, and or maybe somebody else is trying to point out your flaws to kind of hold you back or something. That could be too. First and foremost, understand that you already do it wonderfully, that there's very few improvements that you can actually make in order to wow anybody. And that's what these two cards together say, that you have all the tools, the abilities, the unique talents and gifts in order to go forward. And this is definitely you having the energy and the drive and the determination to go forward this week. Now we have the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Now when the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles come up, I mean, this could be a windfall almost coming your way. So it could be a court settlement. It could be an insurance payout. It could be a small lottery win. It could be meeting that somebody special that is going to promote you or enhance you financially in some way. Maybe you meet somebody rich. Who knows this week. With these two cards, though, I would have to say that there's something here to improve your finances. It could be new ideas. It could just be that aha moment that gives you that I can do this kind of feeling, okay? Because the crown you wear is a plant growing, the vine's growing, so that's new, original ideas. Okay, and you hold that pentacle, it's so big it can't even sit on your lap, for goodness sakes. So you have to balance it in between your knees. So this is definitely, it could be an idea, it could actually be money coming in, but it's something to enhance your path forward, because right next to it we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is your new day dawning. So where you have been seeing the most frustrations, and I would have to say in the financial part, but I mean, if you're not really struggling with finances or that's not on your priority list, then it is your health, your well-being, your feeling of security. But I would have to say for the majority of you, with the first two cards being the Eight of Pentacles, and then, well, the Queen of Swords isn't really financial, but that's your driving determination with your finances, with what you do and how you do it. But your new day dawning really tells me that you are connected to Spirit, God, your angels, the universe this week. So take that time out, meditate, pray, ask questions, wait for the answer. You're dressed in white. This is new beginnings. This might be a new business opportunity. This could be new friends or a lover coming in if you are looking for a new relationship. Okay, but make sure that your values align. Okay, but if somebody new comes in, I think they help you in some way. They enhance your life in some way. They add to your picture in some way. And we have the Four of Cups here, which really talks about not forgetting the beauty that you already have in your life. Okay, there's one thing about wishing your tomorrows away today, and we don't want to do that. We want to appreciate what we already have in our life, how we're already grounded, the beauty that we already have in our life, the wisdom that we already have in our life in order to go forward. We need to take it back a step. We need to be grateful for what we already have. This card kind of reminds me of, you know, if you imagine God as being a parent, okay? And if you are a parent, you'll really relate to this, but I think most people can relate anyways, because if you're not a parent, you're at least a kid and trying to get things from your parents at one point or another. And so I think, you know, we sit here and we kind of look a little sad, and we're looking at our three cups that are obviously very full, and we're not very happy. And it makes me think of the child who says, oh, please, 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 I'll do anything, and just, I need it so badly. All the kids at school have one. And so the parent buckles in and they say, okay, I'll get it for you. And then 2 days later they see it laying on the floor or broken or laying in a corner, or it's still in the box. They never even bothered to take it out of the box. And then next week comes and they're like, please, 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 I really want this. Oh, I have to have it. All the kids at school have it, blah, blah, blah. And I don't think the parent's going to get them that at this point, because they didn't appreciate what the parent got for them last week or the week before, the week before that. Now, if the child shows true appreciation and then the next week they're asking for something else, the parent's probably going to say absolutely. So it's, you know, it's looking at what we already have in our lives, being grateful for what we already have in our lives. And that's when that new cup in the background comes into our vision. That's when the new cup comes forward, and that's your passions, that's money, that's well-being, that's joy, that's love. So take a strong look around this week, okay, in your meditations, in your prayer. Make sure that you are giving up a thanks, giving up a gratitude for what you already do have in your life, so that you can have more beauty come into your life. Now on the side here, we have the Star and the Seven of Pentacles. Two very beautiful cards, which is why I'm thinking it's money and career for the majority of you, because the Star here is you realizing that you can get your goals, your dreams, your desires. You can manifest what you want to manifest so deeply in your heart. You see it. Maybe you only see it inside your head, but you see it. You know it can be done. Or maybe you see of a way this week, because we did have that with the King of Pentacles and the new thoughts. So maybe you realize that you have a gift and you can put it to use making money and maybe starting up your own business. But that's just one of a million examples I could give. So really look at your life and your priority list and where your talents, and see how it can all come together. Now this card strongly talks about you have to do it from a place of love. Okay, we have the large star at the top, and that is what you want to manifest, your dreams and your goals and your desires. But then there is the five-pointed star with the star in the middle below that. Now the 5 points are our senses. They're our sight and our touch and our taste and our hearing, and we need all those things, but it is going through the center, going through our heart, going through what makes us us. Okay, so don't sell yourself short this week. Don't allow other people to tear you down, impose upon you, try to restrict you in some way, try and control you in some way. If you are moving forward from your heart, then you are going in the right direction. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles here with it. So it's really asking you, what are you cultivating going forward? So what are you doing in order to manifest that beauty of tomorrow? So give that thought. So you have a lot to think about this week, don't you? So what are you cultivating? Does your action today represent what you want to manifest tomorrow? Keep that in the equation. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.